Evening. Buyer's remorse. Buy a new car? I'll be moving in. Let's get started.
Sorry, I think there's been a mistake. I bought it from Carvana.
You what?
Yeah, great price. I even have 7 days to love it or return it.
So there's no...
No buyer's remorse. More like buyer's rejoice.
I guess I'll let myself out. Congratulations. I mean it.
Buyer's rejoice. Buy your car today on Carvana.
Limitations and exclusions may apply. See our 7-day return policy at Carvana.com.
Hey guys, it's me again. Shocker. Happy Hallows Eve, or is it Halloween Eve? I don't really know. I am dressed in my sexiest latex catsuit with cute little kitty ears, and I am ready to meow my way through the town. Just kidding. I gotta tell you, I have been getting majorly Halloween shamed by people. And yes, I do want to dress up as Britney. I might do that tonight, just in the convenience of my own home. But people say to me all the time, you're 28, live, go out, have fun. I'm like, my life is fucking fantastic. I'm having the best time. And you know what sounds amazing? Staying in, putting on a drop crotch pair of sweatpants, and watching Vintage Housewives in the convenience of my own home, deadbolting the doors, ignoring children when they knock on my door for candy, although I did buy some. And I can't even believe I'm saying this. I may have purchased a white pumpkin. It's not large. It's not carved. I don't want to deal with the placenta of the pumpkin. Speaking of placenta, me and Andrew's best friends just had a baby. And I got to tell you, I cried when I met the baby, and I had a small ovary pang. Like, excited to play pseudo aunt, but also, it was like the most amazing thing. And we are so excited. So mazel tov to them. I will not embarrass them with affiliation and name drop because, they're better than that. But it was amazing. And then me and all my friends went to see Thomas Rhett right after. So we went from the hospital, Cedars-Sinai, meeting a newborn baby, and then all went and just had the best time at the Thomas Rhett concert. By the way, I never even listened to country, but he is a friend of ours and he's fucking amazing. And even if you don't love country music, it's like the most fun concert. It's like Bruno Mars adjacent. So, good times. I have done nothing to celebrate Halloween the entire weekend. Everybody's been going to these parties and wristbands and bar. I have nothing left to give. I've had a lot of baby showers and activities, and I saw, a newborn child. I was present for part of child. I've done it all, seen it all. I'm good. So no costumes for me, but I did reminisce a little bit on when I was I was a huge whore for 8 months. It was a great 8 months. It was fresh out of high school, and my boyfriend at the time had broken up with me on days after, or maybe it was 2 days after my birthday, which is kind of a pattern because I've been broken up with around my birthday quite a few times, and I'm not really sure why. Maybe something in the summer solstice. I become a huge cunt during the summer in the best way. I become something with a Santa Ana wind, and when the temperature drops above 85 degrees, which is almost year round in Los Angeles, I just feel a little bit spicier. And it's been happening for the past 6 months where I just feel like a piranha. I'm like a Rottweiler that was beat and then let loose, I'm just on the prowl and I am foaming at the mouth and I'm just ready to snap, but in a cute, honest way. So when I went away to college, I just really slopped my shit around, spread my seed, if you will. But not really. I wasn't having sex with a lot of guys, but I just wanted to be a whore. It was an internal thing. It wasn't really a physical. I love when people get mad that you use the word whore. You know what? I use the word whore and slut as a term of endearment. I also had this idea I ran it by all my pregnant girlfriends and they were not thrilled, although I still think it's hilarious and I still might do it. How amazing would it be to have a baby clothing line that had like onesies? And by the way, I'm patenting this, so anyone don't steal my idea because this is what we call verbal evidence. Okay. What about like just cute baby onesies that said really inappropriate things on them? Like how fucking cute would it be to have a little newborn in a onesie that just said whore or slut? Like that's so funny. I understand that I'm fucked up in the head and that people are going to be like, don't call a child a slut. You're sexualizing a baby. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay. Relax, Bible Belt. Do you know what weird shit goes down? You know all the fucking pastors that are diddling the altar boys? Don't come for me, okay? I'm just saying, I think it would be kind of cute. I would also like to do a dog clothing line with the proceeds going to charity. 5%. You know, I was thinking about this because I did a big closet purge because in my head, by the way, so ADHD. I'm so sorry. I'm all over the fucking place. I've had 2 cups of matcha and I'm like, I had a Subway, oh my God, it was not from Subway. To clarify, it was not a Subway sandwich. On a Sunday, my husband's at the Rams game. All I wanted was like an Italian cold cut sandwich. So I drove to my local Italian bakery and I had the most delicious just Italian cold cut sandwich at like 11:05 a.m. And it's kind of hurting my stomach, but also like just getting my fucking dick hard. It was so good. It was like the perfect amount of like salami and provolone. Oh God, just like rub it all over my body. I swear the things that I could do with a little prosciutto on a lonely Monday night, I could just shove it everywhere. Love it all over my body. Ugh, slipping and sliding. So what was I talking about? Yes, got it. Closet. We're back. Jackie. Whew. Cleaning up my closet because I want to be someone, I've always wanted to be this person, but it wasn't a reality. And now it's kind of a reality because I am hoarding all of my personal money into a private bank account and only buying clothes and bags and shoes. And it feels so good because, you know, it's my thing. I'm paying for it. And my darling husband has nothing to say about it. And he's so just, I gotta tell you, I'm loving him more and more because he never gets mad when I buy shit. And people always ask me if he gets upset, and he doesn't get upset. I mean, maybe he's internalizing it and just like gonna snap one day, which I totally have coming. Wouldn't even press charges because like I have it coming. But he's been so amazing, and I've been doing really bad things, very fiscally irresponsible. My friend the other day, she's like, your child's never gonna go to college if you keep buying shit. I'm like, you know what? College is overrated anyway. Look at me. I didn't go to fucking college. Who cares? It's completely overrated. So yeah, hopefully we'll have a little August rush baby like my husband who can get a fucking scholarship somewhere because baby is spending and I'm not proud of it. And it's very fiscally irresponsible. I have so many other things that I should be taking care of and like saving. And I just, you know, sometimes you got to let her run. You know, learn the hard way. I'm someone that's got to stick my hand in the fire to know that it hurts. If you tell me it's hot, I'm gonna still touch it. I'm gonna touch it about 10 more times until I have a 3rd-degree burn, and then I'll bedazzle my fucking Band-Aid. I don't know. So, anywho, I've always wanted to be someone that had an incredibly curated closet. You know those like chic women, when you walk into their closets, they have like 5 white button-down shirts, like 2 pairs of pants, like everything's really, really like high end and gorgeous and stunning and custom and fitted and steamed and all the hangers match and everything's color coded and like this season and in their garment bags. I, in my head, want to be one of those women. But in reality, my closet looks like a busted drag queen, kleptomaniac, with like some type of alopecia where the hair, because there's just bags of hair. I did not even realize how many hair extensions that I have accumulated over the past few years. And I don't wear extensions. I had extensions like 7 years ago that were just the beat-in ones, but I haven't had them in honestly like 7 years. But, for my wedding, I wanted like weaves on weaves on weaves. And I did. I had ponytails. I had clip-ins. I apparently had bangs. I don't really know why or when or how. And here I am thinking I'm going to unveil like some mystery, Chanel clutch I forgot about. And for some reason, maybe just to like give the illusion that I'm an elegant woman, which I am fucking not, I just had bags of hair everywhere, like mangled bags of hair, which is perfect for my Britney Spears costume, which I am going to try to put together and just put on for 15 minutes, make my poor husband take a photo of me, or maybe like a boomerang of me, do one of her little cerebral palsy jigs, and then promptly take it off. It's a pretty minimal effort. I mean, I need to find something polyblend and tight. Love the little tutu crop top action, but I don't think that my midsection is prepared for that. I would like to also talk about the social landscape of the world we live in right now and how sensitive everyone's being. So I text messaged my friend this morning, and I probably shouldn't talk about this because it's kind of rude, but I'm kind of rude. And I feel like that's okay. Why is it so frowned upon? I say what everyone else is thinking, but because I've got huge, bulging, sahankin balls, I just live in a consequence-free bubble. People don't come for me unless I send for them. And I feel that I'm smart and intelligent enough to properly defend myself. So I don't get into too many verbal altercations because people don't want to lose. That's not my fucking problem. I am a proprietor of the truth. And although it may not always be lovely, I can go to sleep at night resting very easily because everything I say is not said with malice. It is coming from a place of full transparency. And if you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Love, baby. Because I wish well for people. I love my friends. I love everyone. I come from a place, well, that's kind of a lie. I'm just honest, okay? If something sucks, I'm going to say it sucks. So I text my friend this morning and I'm like, holy fuck, did you see blank? And I'm going to refer to it as blank because I'm not going to get in the mud pit. But I watched a television show last night that was one of the most painful experiences I've ever seen. I am someone that finds solace and escapism in television. And to see the abomination of a network that is just shitting the bed on a television show that should be occupied. I know a lot of really, really talented people, funny, hardworking, deserving human beings, shall we say. And to watch something that you're kind of excited about when you're then clenching your entire body, it was so bad. And we don't need to talk about what show it was. One can, you can figure it out or don't figure it out. I'm not here to like get shitty with it. But so I text my girlfriend. This is my girlfriend, okay? And I'm just saying, oh my God, what a train wreck. And she works in television, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, women need to be supporting women, Jackie. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a fuck. A, we're friends. B, what about humans supporting humans? I'm totally supportive. If something's fantastic, I'm with pom-poms doing fucking cartwheels. This isn't coming from a place of anything else. It's not about the show. It's really about the whole, we're women supporting women. And I'm thinking to myself, what about a human supporting a human? If something's great, I'm there. I'm here for it. I'm cartwheeling. I'm pom-pomming. I'm like so game, okay? But if something sucks, something fucking sucks, okay? And I don't give a shit. Because we have to be objective. If we're not objective and honest with each other, what is the point? I actually think it's crueler to tell people what they want to hear blindly and lie to others and yourself just to appear with the facade of nice. I hate when people are like, that's not nice. What the fuck is nice? Okay? There are people roaming the planet who probably think that Osama bin Laden, by the way, it's 6:49 a.m. And if you could see me, listen, I can look inward. I look so fucking disgusting right now. I sound like my dead Aunt Esther. was Dead Aunt Ray, Dead Aunt Esther, Dead Aunt Ray, a little bit of both. Loved her scotch, smoked a lot of cigs, the whole thing. Loved a light wash denim jacket with like a jewel embellishment. That's all I remember about her. And she always had like a magenta lip that was like kind of on her teeth. God bless her. R.I.P. Esta. What was I saying? Oh, yes, how I look disgusting. Believe me, not all my episodes are bang-ups. There's a few, they can't all be hits. I'm like, holy shit, hope they don't start with that one. And I will tell people, hey, don't listen to that one. It's not my best work. I was having an off day. Sue me. Anyways, I feel very strongly about the charade of being nice because it's a fallback and it's a bunch of bullshit because the nicest thing a bitch can do for another bitch is keep it 100. You don't want people. My biggest fear in life is that people are lying to me and telling me things that aren't true. And then I'm just navigating Christopher Columbus, my life, in a haze of delusion, which I'm pretty sure I'm doing anyway. So being objective is key and actually kind. Authenticity and transparency is the new nice. Telling people, oh my God, I love your sweater. Okay, fucking Regina George. No. Regina was a cunt. You know who was great? Janice. Team Janice. Janician. I almost said Janice Dickinson, but team Janice all around. I love Janice Dickinson. She's transparent, isn't she? Is she alive? I don't know. Bless her. Bless her. Bless her heart. Whatever. All I'm saying is I am team funny, talented people. I'm very excited to see Morgan Stewart's show because she's fucking hilarious. And I back that bitch hard because she's funny as fuck. And quick, I love a quick bitch. I really, really do. Quick is the new cute. It's better to be cute and quick. But I'm just trying to think of something that rhymes. It doesn't rhyme, but it flows. It's an alliteration. Fuck me, okay? I don't care. It's 6:51 a.m. and I have a scrunchie on. And my tits are down to my knees. And I cannot believe that my husband still loves me. That's real talk. You know, I want to be someone that also wears like silky little pajamas. I tried to go buy a few this weekend. I was like, I'm going to wear like silk little tank and short sets, especially because now like my whole body's lasered. So I don't have to worry about like having stubble or like armpit. By the way, that's a new thing. Lena Dunham, you've done it again. You've done it again. She posted something on Instagram. I don't have my phone with me because I'm being present. And also it's kind of broken because I accidentally threw it. It's a whole thing. I got really animated last night while I was cooking dinner and Andrew was like putting the Dodger game on after he's held me hostage for the last few weeks watching every sporting event. And I'm like, could we at least flip flop? And in a fit of rage, I was like, are you kidding me? Because I was kind of watching Runaway Bride and I was kind of irritated and I flung my phone and it hit my fridge and it cracked and it's whatever. Ugh, how will I go on? The horror of it all. But anyways, I was trolling Insta as one does, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I saw another post from Lena Dunham talking about how inspired she was to stop shaving her armpits and how, you know, it's a feminist movement and she shouldn't have. Listen, if you don't want to shave your armpits, that's cool. But is it cool? I don't like it. I don't want to see it. I'm sorry. And now I'm like a gender traitor just because I don't want to have armpit hair. I think it's kind of gross. Okay. I don't want to see beads of liquid, of sweat attached to a follicle under your fucking armpits. I certainly don't. I think it's weird. I don't like body hair in general. Andrew's got about 3 chest hairs, okay? And, you know, I mean, we could get him a transplant, but I'm just not a body hair kind of bitch. And I don't want to be frowned upon because I think it's gross. Because you know what? I think it's a little bit fucking gross. I don't think a big fat bush is cute either. People are like, the bush is coming back. What's new is old. What's old is new again. It's the circle of fashion trends. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want a puffy puss. You know, I can always tell when a bitch has a bush. You can always tell. There's a little bit too much inflation in the bikini region. and you can see them shifting around a little bit, I always can tell a bush with a bitch, especially poolside. A bitch with a bush at the beach. Tale as old as time. It's like seeing a rare orca. It's not cute. And even if you're trimmed, there's still like a little bit of a roughage in the fabric area by the vagine. I don't like that. I mean, listen, do I like getting my vagina waxed? No, it's awful. I have a full inflamed situation that has not gone down. I basically am wearing an ice diaper to bed every night. And do you know how awkward it is to ice pack only one of your labias? It's very weird. It's a weird sensation. It doesn't feel great. And then, oh my God, you fall asleep and then you wake up thinking you pissed yourself. It's not fun. I don't enjoy it. You think I like having my hair extracted and lasered off of my body? It's fucking awful. But you know, the things that we do. So I thought maybe, hey, I'm hot and I'm slippery and I'm hair free now. Like a slippery seal, I'm going to go buy myself some silky pajamas. Nope, not for me. Every night to bed, I usually wear mismatched socks because, I mean, God forbid, I don't know how to match socks. I don't know where they go. I don't know who breaks into my house and is just tormenting me or whatever. It's like a sock ghost, but I can't for the life of me find two socks that match. And I wear Andrew's boxers. Because, I mean, why would I wear normal pajamas? And then I just wear like some weird tank top or a shirt. And then I bust my scrunchie in. And it's not great. But you know what? I'm committed to it. It is what it is. It's who I am. Because I am a woman who appreciates comfort. Somebody wrote me a very cruel message on Instagram, basically assassinating me for posting excess videos of my dog. And, you know, I paused. I took a beat. I thought about it. Do I post too many videos of my dog? Probably. But he is my source of happiness. He is the love of my goddamn life, okay? And if a bunch of bitches are allowed to post fucking photos cheersing their goddamn husband and boomeranging themselves in bikinis and rosé and Bloody Marys and slutty Halloween costumes, which, by the way, do you know how much socializing I've done in the past few weeks? Do you know how many cute outfits I've busted hard? Have you seen any of them? No. Because I'm a goddamn lady, okay? And I don't want to be throwing my shit in everybody's face because, you know, I'm better than that. I have content to provide. I'm not sure where or when or how. And yes, maybe it is somewhat of a safety cushion to just post photos of my dog, but that's what I want to see. It makes me happy. He's so warm and sexy. And I will stop talking about him. This is not shtick. This is love. I love that little fucker so hard. I want to rip all of his paws off and just put him on a fucking choker and just wear him around, or like a cute belt, a waist belt with just paws hanging off. I want to make a fucking wind chime out of his goddamn paws. And then I want to eat them. I want to make little tacos, enchiladas out of every single limb in his whole fucking body. And then I just want to like live inside his mouth. So if that's wrong, you know what? Fuck off, okay? Everybody, gird your loins, sit tight, listen up. This is a bitch Bible breaking news update. For anyone that doesn't know my affinity for Beverly Mitchell and her Instagram account, it is cheerful, it is infectious, it is slightly bizarre, and it is wonderful. I mean, there's not enough kind words in the dictionary to give praise to the icon that is Beverly Mitchell. I mean, Jessica Biel could never. Beverly Mitchell is giving it. She has so much personality. She is so happy. She's open mouth, smile happy all day, every day with her little kids, and she's hawking products with the best of them. And I love every goddamn second of it. So that's established. She's going in the Jackie Schimmel Social Media Hall of Fame. She's the first person that's ever been inducted. And for that, you know, I appreciate her and I respect her, and she's an icon. Now, 2018 is nearing an end. And I would like to go on record and say, from a different breed, cut from a different cloth, not exactly Beverly, what's her name? Beverly Mitchell. Who is she? What was she in? Eighth Heaven? By the way, Seventh Heaven. I gotta tell you, what a fucking creepy ass show. I watched it when I was a kid because it was on like ABC Family, but I didn't really understand what was happening. I love the creepy dad in a big bad way. I love all the aftermath and all like the behind the scenes. Like, wasn't he like Megan's Law adjacent? It's just so funny. I mean, it's so on the nose. You can't even stand it. But, you know, Jessica Biel is absolutely gorgeous. And obviously she gets to be married to, you know, Justin Timberlake. Now she has a restaurant and she like cut bangs and she did that show, The Sinner, where she's like, spoiler alert, diddling her sister. So hopefully she didn't learn that behind the scenes at Seventh Heaven. But anyways, what was I saying? You know, Jessica Biel is clearly the, to most, breakout star from that show. I hard disagree and think it was Beverly Mitchell. Whatever. I would like to announce that Juliana Huff, Jules Huff, is the new Beverly Mitchell. Somebody on Instagram slid into my DMs and said, you need to start following I literally don't even know her fucking name. Juliana Huff on Instagram. Now, I don't know a lot about her except that she was pretending to be in a sexual relationship with Ryan Seacrest, which, by the way, so would I. I kind of like Ryan Seacrest. I know people think that he, you know, might not be straight. Oh no, everyone's going to come for me for that one. I didn't fucking say that. That's all over the internet. People have been saying that for goddamn years. I actually disagree with that. I think he has BDE. Big dick energy. He's powerful. He's really, really nice. I like have been in interactions with him. You know, we've been to dinner a couple times. Not really, but I've just like been in a room with him and he's really, really lovely and nice and sparkly and cute. So I'd hit it. So I know her from that, and they shared dogs, and then she took the dogs. I don't know why I know this, but King Charles Cavaliers, if you want to get specific. And then, you know, I really pick up on like low key, like non-offensive incestual tension between siblings. You know, I could have done without the sexual dancing that her and her brother kind of have made a career off of. I know that that's not really, it's really fucked up to say, but here she is, 7 a.m. by myself in a scrunchie. Oh, what do you want from me? You know, it makes me a little uncomfy. I think that's fair to say. I think if we were friends, I'd probably tell her that. Like, could you please stop wrapping your legs around your brother's groin? I just feel weird. She's like not really wearing clothes and he's like not really wearing clothes. And like, they don't need to be like dancing to Sia together, like having moments of passion. It just makes me uncomfortable. Like, let's just do like kind of the up-tempo dance numbers, you know, and get a stand-in for Sade or whatever the fuck it is. You know, Marvin Gaye. It's like weird. You guys are siblings. Let's not, you know, that slow when what's his fucking name? The Huff boy picks her up and then they do that slow, like dirty dancing drop where their bodies are rubbing against each other. I don't love it. I mean, I don't have a brother, but I can't imagine that would be something I'd be down to do with even a cousin. I'm like, that's a little, I don't know about that one. Not my vibe. So, anywho, sorry, we just went on a whole little bender there. Her Instagram, she has also cut bangs. New year, new her, new do. It's like a thing people do after they get married. I'm going to cut bangs. I can't cut bangs because it would look like I have pubis on my forehead because they would shrivel up into little curls and it would be very AC Slater Saved by the Bell. So, her Instagram account is fantastic. And if you haven't gone and seen it, run, don't walk, because she is giving us all the things. I love an inspirational quote. I love a black and white montage. I love all of the things, really. And it checks every fucking box for me. And you're welcome for the suggestion. Full disclosure, I am a self-diagnosed and probably a mental health professional diagnosed shoe whore. I cannot get enough. I see somebody wearing something, I need to have it. I'm like ready to sell my eggs, refinance my home to buy basically a new pair of like over the knee boots because I must have a purple boot because so-and-so was wearing one. And I have a great news flash for you. You don't have to do that anymore because we have Shoe Dazzle. If you go to shoedazzle.com/Bible, I'm giving you guys 50% off your first order. Okay, so I just went to shoedazzle.com/Bible and I ordered the cutest Erica Jane, that's right, over the knee. I believe it's called the NASA boot in purple, and all of my Erica Jane fantasies are coming true. They were so inexpensive, less than a goddamn sandwich, okay? So if you go to shoedazzle.com/Bible, sign up as a VIP, you guys are going to get 50% off your first order. Let's all have matching purple Erica Jane boots and live as our best selves. I promise you, they're so cute. They fit really good on the leg. They're like the perfect heel height. So sexy. They look so expensive to die for. Also, they come in floral. Might have bought those too. I'd like to also take this opportunity to give major respects to kind of a forgotten hero, 50 Cent. I'm going to tell you why in a little bit, but since I've already probably offended, 85% of my listeners, let's just put the cherry on the sundae, shall we? Happy Tuesday, everybody. So I actually used to work at Chelsea Lately. I worked there for probably like a year and a half. And then I moved on to After Lately and she had a production company and I worked on a bunch of her pilots that she was shooting for Whitney Cummings and Ross Matthews and Heather McDonald. And it was like the best time ever. Honestly, I learned so much more than I even realized I was learning because I was really just there for like, the underage margaritas and the catered lunches, kind of doing the least but expecting the most per usual, which obviously is something that I've adapted into my current life. But, learned a lot, great experience. She gave great Christmas gifts. So I was actually privy to the Chelsea Handler 50 Cent relationship. He used to come to the office all the time. It was right when I started, so it was super, super fresh. And I'm fuzzy on the story because it kind of like I blocked it out a little bit because I was so horrified and wanted to die in a fire. There was one guy who was in charge of running tapes. Super cute guy. His name, I think, was like George or something. Black guy, cute, loved him, like hometown hero of The Office. Everybody was obsessed with him. Great guy. So my big first responsibility in my first week was to give George these tapes. And he's the one that delivered them to the network or whatever. I was like, oh my God, I will do it. Fuck yes. Watch me nail this. So I go to find George, and I had only met him like a couple times. And so I walk up to who I think is George, and I say, hey, George, here's the tape, whatever. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not George. I said, oh, and he goes, hi, I'm Curtis. And I go, oh, hi, I'm Jackie. I'm new here. Nice to meet you. Do you know where George is? So, of course, I go to the only other black guy in the goddamn office and just assume he's George like some dumb ass bitch. Now, people will try to skewer me alive for that. But the truth is, I was there 3 fucking days. There was one black guy in the office named George. Do I need to go up to 50 Cent and assume he's George? No. That's like what a fucking ridiculous. But you know what? I would do that to a blonde person. I met someone the other weekend. I got to tell you, I spent 45 minutes having a drink with her and another girl. Couldn't pick her out of a lineup of 65 people. I'm not good with faces. I'm not good with names. I'm not good with faces. I'm awful. Just across the board, awful. So don't peg a bitch, okay? So anyways, go up to 50 Cent. He goes, hi, I'm Curtis. So lovely. You think I would have known, was George the other PA? I mean, was he dripping in diamonds? I'm like, whoa, they are generous over here at the E Network. So that's my personal experience with 50 Cent. He was lovely and sweet. And then everybody in the office made so much fun of me. And I just wanted to die because if they only knew as a child, I wouldn't even speak to white people for like a solid 4 months. It was a whole thing. Teachers were involved. When I was in first grade, I was basically Rosa Parks. And to this day, prefer Black people. It's not lovely, but think they're better at everything. Said it once, said it twice. Not backpedaling. Got a few disgruntled emails. I'm sticking by it. Sticking by it hard and fast. So me and 50 Cent, me and Curtis, have a beautiful history. Now, me and Ja Rule also have a beautiful history. It was one of my first album ever, which is super fucked up, but also probably one of my favorite CDs of all time, is NERD In Search Of. It's Pharrell Williams Band. If you don't know, you don't know. Ugh, Tape You, Run to the Sun, Lap Dance, Brain, Provider, Let's Stay Together. I just gave you a whole discography. One of my favorite CDs of all time. Also, one of my favorite CDs of all time is the Ja Rule Living It Up CD. I remember going to a Barnes & Noble with my dad. He said I could pick out a CD. I bought the Ja Rule CD because I'm progressive and with it. And Living It Up, one of my favorite songs of all time. Think Ja Rule. Don't really know what happened to him because he was my queen, okay? And mad respect. Did I just say mad respect? Oh my God. Just fucking kill me. Give me a bologna Wonder Bread sandwich. I hate myself. Love them both. Lilas to both of them. Apparently they have some type of a rivalry, beef, if you will. Beef, another one. Killing it, Schimmel, with the cool lingo. So 50 Cent went on Groupon and bought 200 seats in the front rows to a Ja Rule concert so they'd be empty. I'm just gonna, what do you say? I'm gonna spitball. No, that doesn't make sense. Who cares? I'm just gonna snowball. God, it's really hard to talk early in the morning. Whatever. I'm gonna help you out, 50 Cent. So that's great. But now that you've announced that you've bought the first few rows, then people are going to be like, oh, nobody's sitting here. I'm just going to go sit here. And all the diehard Ja Rule fans are going to rally and undo what you win and done. Okay. This is what you got to do. You have to give away, Fitty, call me. You got to give away all the seats to diehard 50 Cent fans so that they could just boo the entire time. And do I want them that for Ja Rule? No, but if you're going to execute the plan, you have to do it with finesse and perfection. You can't just buy the seats because they will get filled. People will move. You have to send diehard 50 Cent. You know what would be great too? Send a bunch of clones, give out the free tickets, make them dress up as you and just boo the shit out of him. If you really want to execute it to perfection, that's what you do. Although, just the fact that his tickets were on Groupon, let the boy live, that's dark. That's dark shit. A Groupon Ja Rule ticket. I don't know that I've heard anything more tragic, except maybe this podcast episode. But you know what? It's Halloween. Is it Halloween? It's almost Halloween. I love Halloween. I fucking hate Halloween. It must be a really slow news week. I spent 45 minutes basically talking about inflamed vaginas and just alienating all of my listeners. This is the hottest news, okay, guys? Actually, there's two news stories that I would like to cover before we end our journey. Pete and Ariana are allegedly no longer speaking. Fucking duh. Whoever wrote that headline, really? Whoa, somebody get the Pulitzer Pulitzer? I don't fucking know. Diane Sawyer over there. No shit, they're not fucking speaking. Do people, I don't understand how that's, not a thing. When you break up, especially when you call off an engagement, you don't fucking speak. I love that that's even, a question. I've had girlfriends that, break up with their boyfriends or they get cheated on and they move out and it's this whole dramatic thing and they're like, I just don't think we should be speaking. I'm like, yeah, fucking duh, you shouldn't be speaking. You broke up. It is in nobody's best interest to end a relationship and then keep a flow of communication. You gotta cut it out like cancer. You gotta go straight up cold turkey because how are you supposed to move on and adapt to life without them? And it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand people. He broke up with me actually. Salt in the open wounds. when me and my high school boyfriend ended things abruptly, mutually, of course, JK, he did not speak to me for 3 days and then conveniently broke up with me. And I almost beat the shit out of him. I was like, first of all, I'm on the up and up and you're on the down and down. I'm going to get cuter and you're going to get less cute. So this doesn't fucking make sense. B, well, that's really it, honestly. And he wanted to like keep talking and like check in on me. And I'm like, you motherfucker, you snide piece of shit. You need to check up on me. No, I'll be doing just fine. And anybody else with a pulse. So call me back. I said to him, I'm like, I do not want to speak to you for 6 months. No texting, no emailing. If you run into me on the street, keep walking. I want to have zero communication for 6 months. And I kind of secretly was hoping that he would still try to contact me, but he didn't, which made me even more upset. And then at that point, once you make a grand statement like that, you can't be like, why aren't you calling me? Because then you're just a fucking idiot. So we didn't speak for 6 months. And then I remember it was like 6 months and a week. And he texted me and I was like, I am so done with you. You are dead to me. Bye forever. But it was the best thing to do because it just cut out the whole staring at the phone, wondering if he was going to call, wondering if he missed me. It just eliminated that whole aspect of a breakup. And it was more difficult at the beginning, but it made it better. Do you love that I make every story about me? The true definition of narcissism. This is like something that I talk shit about other people when they do. I'm like, oh my God, like get a friend, get a boyfriend. Everything's not about you. You're not the main character in every fucking story. This is what I'm doing. It's happening. I'm going to get a guest. I think I have a guest next week. Just beat me and kill me and stab me next week. So you will not be burdened to the inner workings of my fucked up brain. Anywho. Less about me, more about Pete-iana. I'm going to say it. I'm Team Pete. I don't know why. I have no facts to back it up, but I'm Team Pete. I kind of love him, heard him on Howard Stern. I think he's adorable, and it's not because I feel sorry for him because he's lost his dad in 9/11. It has nothing to do with that, although that does pull on my heartstrings just a little bit. I think he's navigated his way with grace and come out on top, just saying. But beyond that, I think that he's a sweet soul. I really do. He's like a little puppy for me. And I like her too, actually, even with that fucking clip and ponytail and the choker and the oversized sweatshirts and the little like pouted little, pose that she does all the time. I kind of think she's funny and I think she's really talented and I'm into her. I'm so into her. I can barely breathe. And all I want to do is to fall in deep. You get me? You get me. That was a quote. So, really, we don't really need to talk about this anymore because it's so fucking stupid. But, they're not speaking. Hope everyone's going to handle this okay. They shouldn't be speaking. It's weird. No, I think her, I don't think she knows a good thing when she sees it. She's got someone who loves her, who's gotten his life together for her, and she needs to grieve and reprieve. Whatever the fuck that means. Take that with you. Here's another story, courtesy of Fox News, always with the breaking updates. So there is a woman who's getting married who was accused of fattening up her bridesmaids so that she looked better. And I don't really know why that's a news story because I could have told you that circa May 2017. I was trying to fatten up all of my bridesmaids. When I asked them to be my bridesmaids, I took them all out to brunch in Malibu. There was a Britney Spears sighting. That's all I'm going to say. So I gave them that gift already. I did say that we would have weigh-ins. You can ask any one of my friends. Just call them. I said that we were going to do monthly weigh-ins and I would like everybody to gain approximately 8 pounds before the wedding. And then certain girls who are really thin, 12. It depends where you were. And then some people needed to lose some weight. And I told them that too. So we had a few weigh-ins and, everybody, they didn't come out on top. But luckily I had a small digestive issue the week of my wedding because I was so famished. And I think I lost like 4 pounds in 24 hours. So, the moral of the story is you get what you give. What goes around comes around. Karma's a bitch. Actually, I don't even believe in karma. Me and Andrew were talking about this last night. I think karma is a scare tactic because I know a lot of people who are awful, who have great lives, me, and people who have horrible lives who are just genuinely perfect, fabulous people. So, you never know. Life is a game of dice. I need to go now. Desperately. And you probably do too if you're even still listening to this. Thank you everyone for listening. Follow me at Jackie Schimmel on Instagram if you want to see bestiality adjacent videos of me and my gorgeous sex muffin of a Shih Tzu. And go and give us 5 stars on iTunes because apparently it really helps. And like I always say, pay it forward, Haley Joel Osment style. Put us on Instagram, share with your friends and family if you want to subject them to this torture. Love you all. See you next week.